I'm here to see Blythe Snyder.
Did you check in at the front desk?
Yes, I'm her daughter, but I'm a little lost.
Her room's right here.
Thank you. Can I just sit here for a minute?
Sure. There's a call button on the wall inside her room, if you need anything.
Thank you. Just going to catch my breath.
How did this happen?
How do you think, Mom?
Jesus, Dad is just going to freak out. We'll talk about this when we get home. Oh, this is so great! The great Annie Snyder, star of the stage and screen.
How could this be happening to me?
If I remember right, we were both at that 5th grade assembly together. But if you don't remember, that explains so much.
Shut up, Audrey.
Am I gonna get fat? Like really fat?
Like a hippopotamus!
That is enough, Audrey Jane.
Does this really surprise anyone? I mean, of course I'll have to let out your costumes now. But don't worry, I have lots of leftover fabric. Unless you want me to give your role to... to me! Annie, can I have your role?
That is enough! We'll fix it, Annie. It can be fixed. Or we'll put it up for adoption. Something. I don't know. We'll put you in corsets for the play. If we can get you through graduation, we'll send you to Aunt Carol's in Salt Lake and you can have it there. No one has to ever know.
That's it. That's all. She gets a little slap on the wrist and a vacation to Aunt Carol's. That is so typical.
Anne, go out to the car. I'll be with you in a minute.
No. I just wanted to voice my opinion since I know it does me so much good. What? It's all about saving face, right? Smoke and mirrors. Dad's gonna have a fit when he finds out.
I assure you he won't say a word, or the edge of a word.
Are you going to lie to him? He's gonna be a granddad and you're not even gonna tell him?
I was 18 when I went to New York City. The Big Apple. I left your grandparents' farm saying so many of the things I hear you saying every day. I rented a bed in a home for girls like me. There were 30, 40 of us. We all looked exactly alike. We were all talented, passionate, and we hated each other.
I've heard the story 100 times.
But you haven't heard it all. Today you get the rest. I found a job waitressing in a cafe and moved in with 5 other actresses. I sucked on pork chop bones and licked gravy off of other people's dirty plates. I slept on a hard wooden floor for 2 years to avoid going home to my father and admitting that I was wrong. I was never well. I was always cold.
But you were in New York. I would eat shoe leather to be in New York.
New York has a kind of way about it. It's so big that the pain of loneliness is magnified until you reach out to whoever has $1 in their hand for your company. A girl has got to eat, and I was beautiful. Not nearly as smart as you are. Not nearly as talented either. I was offered money for revolting things. I was cast in chorus lines of shows that stayed open for 2 weeks. I did favors for producers, directors. Casting agents hired me because it became well known that I was available for private auditions and other things.
But your family owned half of Idaho. Why didn't you just call home and ask for money?
Would you have done that?
No.
There was a director. He was 20 years older than I was and probably married. He gave me 3 lines in a musical called Calendar Girl. And I practiced those lines until I thought the mirror would say them back to me. Each night after the show, he would send a $20 bill backstage. And each night, I would pay him back in the wings after the stage manager had gone home. I thought he loved me. It was mad. I had been driving a harvester just 3 seasons before, climbing up combines, reciting Shakespeare at the top of my lungs. I would practice bowing like a great stage diva to the silent fields of potatoes. And then I got nipped in the bud. I got pregnant. And I danced in that show and said those 3 lines until I couldn't button my costume anymore. And I got myself kicked out. The $20 bills stopped coming. My last $4 was beaten out of me by a homeless man that needed it more than I did, I hope. So I did the only thing I could do. I came home to my potato audience. They didn't care what I looked like.
So was that...
My parents sold me off to Charlie Snyder almost immediately. He had worked for my father his whole life. He was the son my father never had. All he dreamed about was raising beef and potatoes. Charlie took me in and married me when my mother wouldn't have me in the house because I was pregnant with you and Annie, but I was too far along to do anything about it. He was kind and shy, but I didn't love him. And then you were born, and a light came on in his soul. It was as if all that pain he felt, that I put him through, all that pain went away. I was grateful, but still I had given up my dream, married myself to an endless supply of cows and potatoes. I would never starve again. I wanted to blame myself for the mistakes I had made, but I could only blame you. What? He isn't your father. Who? Could have been any number of men. But you are my daughter, Audrey. I saw the light come on in you at 3 years old, and you can imagine my horror as I watched you grow up spouting Shakespeare from the back of a horse. Annie has no passion, but all the talent. She opens her mouth, and people stop what they're doing to watch her. You work so hard. It isn't lost on me. Your management skills, work ethic, intelligence, all priceless talents. Your father would be relieved.
He's not my father!
Audrey, you've got to listen to your messages. I'm getting heat from Jack. Just call me. Give me something, anything. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you've had a chance to talk to your mother.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you going in to see Mrs. Snyder?
Yes, are you her nurse?
Yes, Rachel.
How do I know you?
We were in high school together. I was the 4th grade on the left in Midsummer Night's Dream.
Right. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you.
I have 5 kids now.
5.
You?
No kids. I work so much.
I heard you live in New York. Living the dream. I always knew I need your autograph one day.
The dream, yeah.
You must be busy. I haven't seen you since Blythe was admitted.
Hospitals have so many bad memories for me.
Yep, hospitals are like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're having a baby.
I wouldn't know.
Hey, Odd, it's Tuesday morning. Please call me. I haven't heard from you in 2 days.
You going in?
Contemplating it?
It's tough at first. Do you want me to go in with you?
I should do it myself.
She might not recognize you, and she probably won't know your name.
She'll know me.
She's in stage 6, Alzheimer's.
How many stages are there?
7.
Hey, this is Marty. Remember me? I was just calling to see how your mom's doing. I mean, haven't heard from you in a few days, so I assume she's still... Are you two catching up? Building those bridges? Well, build fast. Please call me.
You're back again. That's good. I thought you were in a hurry to get back home.
Is she talking? Is she still the same Blythe that I remember?
She's not the same person. Alzheimer's erases so much of the real person. But she was my favorite teacher, so I've requested to be her nurse for over a year now.
Does she ever talk about me?
She doesn't talk much anymore. She's forgetting how to speak.
Lucky you. Maybe tomorrow.
She might be with us tomorrow.
Audrey, you've got to listen to your messages. Answer your damn phone. Hey, it's Thursday. Please call me. I have 3 days to get your season to the board. Hey, this is Marty. Remember me? I'm at work. I was just calling to see how your mom's doing. I mean, I think you would have called if, you know. Is your phone dead? Because I put the charger in the left side pocket of your laptop bag. Hey, it's Friday night. I went to your house to see if you'd come home. I didn't know you had a plant, or I would have been by to water it. It's dead. You need to dust. Listen, maybe I just need to take the hint. This is my last official call until I hear from you. If you don't call soon, I'm gonna submit the season we talked about in South Pathetic. Some enchanted evening.
Look, Marty, I don't know. I need more time. I have things that I need to say.
Where are you? Are you okay?
Sitting outside of her room?
You're still in Idaho?
I haven't seen her quite yet.
What?
I come here every morning. I have good intentions.
How
I need
bad
you to
could it
talk me
be?
through it.
How bad could it be?
She doesn't speak anymore.
No, I'm not talking about that. What happened between the two of you that you've spent the last 18 years and several days hiding from her? This is ridiculous, Odd.
There are things you don't know about.
Even me?
Even you. I don't want to kill her off.
And what if she dies while you're out in the hallway pissing away time? Get in there, fix the mess, and be back here by your deadline tomorrow. Jack is a raging inferno.
I need more time.
You don't have any more time. You have a chance to fix this, Audrey. You might have to swallow your pride.
And do what? Direct Fiddler on the Roof for its 18th revival?
I wasn't talking about Jack.
Oh.
I've never heard you cry, Odd. Audrey, I wish you'd let me in.
Look, Marty, I gotta go. I'll make things right, you'll see.
I'm perfectly well. A little bang on the head, nothing more. But my daughter, Annie Snyder, it's been over an hour.
I'm just a candy striper, but if there's anything you need, just let me know. Mrs. Snyder, it's probably not a great time to tell you this, but you're my favorite teacher.
What's your name, dear?
Rachel Marcus.
Miss Marcus. Rather than just stand around, it's been over an hour since they last said anything about Annie or Mr. Snyder. Might you do something about this ludicrous situation?
I'm just a candy striper.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Life? Be nice.
I was more than nice. My daughter is God knows where, and no one is doing anything about it.
Broke my foot. It may need pins. They're not really sure right now because...
It's a good thing you aren't in the play.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter, Annie,
I'm
please.
sorry.
I got 30 stitches in my elbow.
You said that already.
I didn't think you heard.
Oh, where are they?
What did you hear last? Is Dad okay?
If I knew anything, I would have told you. I need to be alone.
I'd wheel myself away from you, but...
Be still.
We came as soon as we heard. We couldn't get through because the police were clearing an accident. There must have been 6 dead deer on the road.
Oh, I will not live here another day.
It was us. We hit the deer. Dad hit the deer.
We were halfway into town when Audrey discovered she had forgotten the keys. Unimaginable. We had to turn around and the herd of deer came out of nowhere.
Annie and Dad are still in surgery.
I didn't know. How are you?
I'll be fine. Broke my foot. There goes my basketball scholarship.
Excuse me. Are you the Snyders? We worked on Mr. Snyder's injuries for over an hour, but we were not able to isolate them all. I'm sorry to tell you that Mr. Snyder's injuries were not repairable.
No. It's not true. No, it's not true. I could hear him talking to me after the crash. He was talking to me. He said everything was going to be all right. He was telling me stories in the ambulance.
You weren't even in the same ambulance as your father, Audrey. Pull yourself together. Lord help me. What about Annie?
Annie delivered a small baby girl, 2.5 pounds. Did you know that she was pregnant?
Of course we knew.
It's just that we had to cut her out of a very tight dress.
Did you ruin that costume? Oh, she's starring in her school play. She has to get well. Will she be able to do the play?
Mrs. Snyder, if Annie survives the night, it will be a miracle. She lost her right kidney and her liver is shutting down. She's not breathing on her own. She lost so much blood, and in the C-section, with the trauma.
What? You stupid girl! If you hadn't forgotten the keys, we never would have turned around. We would have made it to the school. We wouldn't have hit that herd.
You Korean! They're your keys!
What about the baby?
I always keep them because you always forget them. You'll forget everything. You forget you have another daughter. I was in the accident too.
Your sister could die.
My father is dead.
Your sister.
Don't speak. Please don't talk. Please, God. Please don't let it be true. Please, God. This can't be happening. Please wake me now. Oh, please, God.
There will be a nurse by in a few minutes to take you to the morgue. I'm really very sorry. We did The baby still has a slight chance of survival. The father should be notified.
Good luck on that.
Even if he has no desire to be involved.
We don't know who he is.
He could be any number of people.
Shut up, Audrey.
Annie still is in surgery. We had to take the baby first, and there's a very good team of doctors working on both girls. Still, it will be many hours. There will be a nurse by in a few minutes to assist you in your decisions about Mr. Snyder.
I will never forgive you if Annie dies.
Don't worry. With my luck, she will die. And I will live forever regretting I ever touched your keys. It's true. I killed my own father, and you came out with a bump on your forehead. I will live the rest of my life with that. I left those keys behind. Now I will leave you behind. I will pray for your death every day.
She's in shock. She doesn't know what she's saying.
You've reached Snyder Productions. We are out of the office until Monday. Please leave a message or call our service at
You going in?
I'm going in.
Good, she's sitting up right now. I'll wait here.
I'll be fine.
You going in today, or...
Maybe today. Today. Hi, Blythe. Mom. I've come back to see you. I have some things I need to say. You look great. I brought some chocolates and some brain games. I thought you might be bored. It says they help increase memory. I can help you with that. Here, let me help you wipe that up. I'm old now. Maybe I don't look the same. I cut all my hair off. Do you like it? Look, Mom, I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. I should have. Mom, it's just me, Audrey Jane. I'm sorry. I should have come sooner. I didn't know.